When Eve and I first met, we were at Nashville Christian School.
We were in a classroom and one of our friends had introduced us.
And I was reading the Harry Potter book and I wasn't paying attention, and he kind of came up and he hit me on the back and he said, "Have you met Michael Gray's cousin?" And I said, "Michael Gray's cousin?" He was like, yeah. And so like he introduced us, and
I was so attracted to the fact that he was a football player, so, man in uniform.
I'd say 2 weeks after we'd met.
He just asked me if I wanted to go to dinner and just hang out, and of course I was just like, Mom, guess what? And so everyone was just so happy.
She had a pure heart. She had a loving family.
He was a blessing to me and a blessing to others.
She, brought me in. She wasn't ashamed of me. She was proud of me with her family, encouraging me, motivating me in school. She just had much more than I ever intended to have in a woman. So, it's excellent.
I just seriously wanted a strong Christian leader and someone to lead myself and our family, and Mike has definitely proven that time and time again that that's exactly the man that I'm marrying. I decided that I wanted to marry Michael Allen Moore whenever he was baptized our freshman year of college.
I knew we had a connection because she helped bring me to that point. I always kind of had it in my mind, well, after college, I think we could get married, and then probably around sophomore year, I knew I wanted to marry her.
It was just so awesome to see how he was allowing God to work in him and lead us, and it was just so amazing.
All of our friends go to late night praise here at College Side, where the UCSC goes out. We just sing hymns to the Lord, and I was like, that'd be a great time. And I was nervous about it because she said, don't engage me in front of the public. So I went against that rule. I got plans together. I got some guys for kind of, crowd control, and I got a guy for the flowers. Jim, actually, one of my groomsmen, he was one of the flower guys that was going to hand me those. And we also had 2 guys recording it, so it was a pretty special event. I was going to do it, and it was funny because I was working that night up till late night praise. I had one guy call me and say, "Mike, where are you at?" I said, "I'm at work." He's like, "That's funny, so where are you at?"
I had been at clinical all day, and so I was absolutely exhausted. I just told him, I don't think I'm gonna go to late night praise tonight. And he was like, "Oh, you should go, you should really go."
Right after late night praise, I pulled her out in the middle of the audience. We had a little ring, and I got down on my knee. I was shaking. My hands were quivering, and I just asked her if she would, and she just had this shyest red-faced grin and just said yes.
He asked me to marry him in front of all of our friends on South Patio at 10 o'clock at night, and it was so romantic, and it was awesome.
It was a great moment. It was one of the best moments of my life. We've got to have our marriage based in God and living for God every day, because if we don't, it's liable not to work. Our rock is all in God, and that's what I see for the future. I see me and her serving God in other countries. I see us serving in churches here. I see us serving with one another in the medical field. I see that, as well as I see us being friends. I see us going on adventures together.
That's kind of like we're just both goofy, and it's going to make for a lifetime of, just laughter and happiness.
I see us just filling each other's lives with fun and joy, and you can't get a better feeling than that.